Mana ye One TV.
Yup matie kabino. La kelia ye
Sam's Crisip oberongira mwera madano weng mare Uganda. Jami pa Sam's timapo likine obero Crisps melayata, Crisps megonja, cookies, odi, berenge kemukene mapola ta. Nong jami pa Sam's Snacks e supermarket duju matilo baman. Sam's Snacks, noa pora mamite.
Mucho malengo tual meching angwen niendwe piario we bichel meduma beach mwakali bario ki piario we ario abijolo in mechikanenwa e One TV yipwa me rupentin anya ema akwara karachelo ki Sara Odong Superlady Amiro jolito Sara choni ni
acho mabe ini choni ni
wikiti what ni
man wikiti ka wor mabe. The only thing more to go me tin enemy.
Tin
alu wani tina.
Ni ma dawo be ka korne.
So yet when you want when Uganda ka lobo when dana matika mapopat. When you get korne na matin enemy. So I'm also very anxious. More so for some of us who have participated in such an election. By the way, Emma, to share a little bit of my experience if I'm allowed, just within a second. Chalo a candidate. Nino matin kuman enemy. Beru nino pa pressure.
Angi pressure being afterwards.
Because ero beru nino ma kichaka kwano kikui. Mono nino ma iringeni adida dana manogi waini Odong oye kuno ema oye ni. Tika oye ero ni is it
translating into taking
or not? So I can assure you, anka poyo mabe mwakamokaro on such a time no chunya wengo ya kuman.
By the pidano apegengeyo la wara Sara Dongo bichungbe beri woman MP me Zombo district kacheno penge so take experience again any man.
So petit jemo ma yoto twal to you as a voter it's okay, but and as a candidate aberuki that anxiety kadi no you come from the ruling party bene still you have that anxiety whether dano diraku miyu but generally it's a very nice experience.
Very nice experience. Dada ini tin niendwe piario wa bichel meduma beach dano ko reva kineno man bitu kuyo bite lumema me parliament magiti kachwako luwidigi wengu beri Omoro Sara mapiara teka ye meneno la ditlobo me beri Omoro kamiyo chwake board candidate mamegi Ojok Oulanyh gibene me paying last respect ne ikom liele right honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyh meneno jimbe kini weng wa won lato weng wote lato weng uberi de mapiara tek dano madumo beri Omoro ena ema highlight me this week.
First of all, in a political perspective, la dindobo oberi chairman pa National Resistance Movement. Ke kero lokma and maybe the president aside. So mono beru his mandate, his responsibility as a party leader. Mene ne e chera chunka achel with his candidate. For the previous elections of Megwa May 2021, Gimu were la dit logo ki many other presidential candidates pegu were to one local COVID because at the time one of the elections COVID again the guidelines were so strict. So to the extent that even the president wani and kuone piratek. So in one most of the candidates pay gune and okome. So with Andrew is very lucky in such a way that the time by elections and binu kere no don't look pa COVID at least do chair do paying down when go social distancing, but at least people down can take a masks. So for the president being there, mono that is his mandate too. Abedi Makere University on Monday, graduation, by cousin brother Mamega. So, Kiwachwani President Yor Museven Kukomen over Charque Makere Freedom Square. Unfortunately, Wabere Wapor, Karman on Laditu by addressing Makere University on Zoom.
Virtual.
Again from Warmado on virtual. So, Andong Junior do Beruani, okay, fine. Man, campaign for Jacob, for Andrew, TA on Wednesday. That did enter Obochero, Kejepo Charamin on Tuesday. Obochero Kejepo Chero. Now, that is is where my worry was. But fortunate enough, Paul or COVID were when enter for my case, it didn't go, but which is okay. Because the other one, no, dealing with the land community. Chani, key ground, no down young. And another perspective, as a party leader, as a president, may Uganda, tini pressure benefit on ground. The truth of the matter is, getting candidates, my IFDC candidate, pa NT candidate, pa NOP, when getting a chung. Honestly, it tells you ni in bene competition tie compatible.
Of course, Sarah, wanero la date President Menu Robert Chagulanyi Center mo beri kono leader me opposition bo beri Omoro ini kodong pijo madong gitie independent. What does it mean for them? Terrence, engineer Terrence Odonga gi gene Osca Kizzaa gi magen Osca Kizzaa ole beri
Osca Kizzaa is aunt.
Ento mogisha mutu po beri Omoro.
Gen machel kong ema inu miere nge kong ka inu deciding kabero independent nyurni in either iti offer nyeti widowa. Won odipere min odipere babani ki mamani pere.
So imiri chungi kemedong inkeni
everything financially in neno. Kunu spiritual support is all about you. Now for the candidates magiti under political parties gin giti wa lutino matiki lunyoro matiki lunyoro mamegi yes so okay ineno for instance by the way even Amuriat pa FDC Bobe Rutie to campaign for his candidate Odong. But unfortunately, of course, Charlie Loho pa Terrence. Now, first, Meneno Amoriat in Omoro district, specifically Omoro county, was very spot on. Meneno Oulanyh, Kijo Mkene pa Nup Bene, and the leader of opposition. Now, the leader of opposition, Ocher Kunu as the leader of opposition. The leader of opposition, Ocher Kunu as a party member pa Nup. Because Kano Eno Charlie leader of opposition, then no miro campaigning even for FDC. No mere campaigning even for NOP. I mean for ANT.
So it's only right now watching Matthias Mpuga Ochiar Kachwako la NOP.
No, it is not right. It is not right. It is not right because when you need Matthias Mpuga Ochiar in capacity by leader of opposition, then it means the capacity should have been by then. Either no kind of opposition to one candidate, Achiel Kene Komane. That is where Anne Chalana Sarah would address him, need the leader of opposition. But in this capacity, yes, any bit of leader of opposition, but any Chala member, but no.
Hey, that's why I think watching in the mirror, it's only right now I watch Honorable Matthias
yes.
which are your more
as a NOP member. Because when the leader of opposition, then we're watching Umino chair campaigning for FDC also. However, title me chair, just like Museveni, Uberu chairman pa NRM. But still, it does not stop you from saying President Yoweri Museveni. Yes, though Kununo chair as a capacity pa chairman, national chairman, pa NRM, ma NRM be won come deep pa National Resistance Movement as pa the party mameki. Now, Emma, what does it bring on board? One, Ginachel ma ana neno this time round to borrow a leaf. Omoro by election. This time round security who managing to prevent Lok Mutemi Yarua. Ke boy the by-election Mutemi Yarua.
Yes.
Lok pa Cassiano Wadrigi.
Yes, 2019.
2019 Genyo Cassiano Wadrigi vis-a-vis the
chaos very maduong.
Yes, too much chaos. Makichelo dan recharge ngongogi wakumbeteke chair some of the hotel like Pacific Hotel Kabano Chagulanyi Tivurie. Ma no kitwar ka racing kuno. A lot of things happen now. According to Uganda Police Enanga, wajani gengu drawing out security map out mabe ma gengu miyo to the regional police commander me aswa sub-region, that regional territory pa gene pa police. So, kene majo eni gengu chiarke on ground, no po chiara on ground. This time Guno police was not sleeping, yeah, and they were told to follow orders. And kaki waini chiatka kany and chiatka kany. Now, Emma, I want to bring in my perspective as a contestant, former contestant. Can you be chair for an election, for instance, for parliamentary election, presidential election, because those are topmost positions in this country in terms of election. Uberu paying with the electoral commission at the district level, and you draw out campaign plan. Now, campaign plan, like for instance, in KI Party X, kipenyu ni president mamegi bubina wene. No president mamegi bene ki malukuja. Yes, NEC. No chwala program pa president mamegi. For instance, in this case, NRM sec chwala program pa president Museveni.
Sorry, ni pa Sarah. Amir kong updates ngo matiti me tina la water part tie on ground. wangeyo ni kumbeti pat fuk kudi ko eni me chere la kwaya sub county kaner ngoma titime ana wai iwano kamaleng ni electro jomagiti ka lokme bolo kui donc giti tayari ento no fulu bolo kui fu giti ka timo giti ka furu port ka matu chai mo kana piago oi polling station so vota turn up no futio la mapingere da biakteni hub me bolo kui matio piet ki la logi ena ye botimo dana bo ponye bena biakteni andro lanya bo bolo kui changwen ya jury primary school toler bo bolo kui iteolam chawa beach me ku diko ene amir kongwa berki ker kong be lokki pat ma entie kumbeti I Omoro kakil iwa maturte ngoma tie katime pat ini tie kumbeti hello pat ngoma tie katime kumbeti ini
yes hello Emma
kumbeti ni
yes hello afoyo jomatene na One TV inoni kumbedi wate I la logi headquarters kama kui madite obutime ye kinero mot wa ke I adak primary school P7 primary school kama wano ke chako bolo kuyo ento kumbedi kete nero ne wate la logi kama voters turn up nen chalo tima nok PMK nero in the background ineno electoral agents gobedo gitio mori wate nero megomoni tika donyo ena chiel ma tika bino cha tika ward tika chero into the queue but also iteng chingwa tungichel is where we're going to have the tallying of the votes mano tika time that is briefly ngoma tika time la logi kumbeti poor romo wacho pingo tila ping ento okay tika nenone into the polling area nenone is really very low right now as we speak we only have one person in the queue who is actually trying to cast her vote and it's really a very old woman da megumuti muteki ma ketika neno kitma kiromo konyo en kwede yo mi casting bolo kuima mege ento wangeyo ni inge chao ma nok no dano gwak gimete nyo gibino chi gichako mete kineno ngoma no tikatime udiku matindi
gwako kuj dan ti agonya pressure mo pere ken ping me rama neno ne
pressure mo ke ken mafura neno pe ken ping kumbeti PM kama wori ni weng dano ti ma gukweyo mot gitika bino ka bolo kuima megi ma wangeyo ni imo bolo kuima megi gen gi achi gidok PM dano pe ka bari polling station dano bino bolo kuyi chi gi age chero gi bolo kuyi gi age chero ma ngeni eni gen matika time ko
honorable enter giron be honorable ko Andrew Oulanyh bo bolo kuyi ki kwe Toolit bo bolo kuyi ki kwe candidates egni weng go bolo kuyi ki kwe ki engage ma megi
gen mange ayene Toolit Simon obobolo kui ki teolam ma wayren wachero kono watike Ojok Andrew Oulanyh obobolo kui a jury we are next to a jury wa Akecha waren wachero kono and that could be the latest update mo romi yone Kizzaa Osca ki luchu arioni gibo bolo kui gi Odong sub county eto no mir wange kwe ke kama gen ko chere ka bolo kui mamegi
kache jury primary school ka kele iwa live updates matika ake kono bete twal mena Pat Robert la Ruby ma NTA on ground kumbere ka kele iwa ngoma tika time Omoro sub county lok me bolo kui dano biro kui ni ene dano ko ormeda Sara yonge top right honorable Dr. Jacob Oulanyh dano chako loko ngamo bule ka kare vumu dong batut eni wo ber la tiene Andrew Oulanyh Uberu la NUP candidate ma enbe kianko Uberu MP me Omoro Toolit Simon Akecha kede Uberu la Ants Oscar Kizzaa kede no bena la FDC Justince Odonga Obia kede bena la independent engineer Terrence ki Jimmy Walter Onen mena ye candidates maguchung Beberu member me parliament me Omoro sub county wachi studio kan kudioko me rupin eni katemo nyamane kira kui eni bu wor kere wani ket la wora Sara Odong Sara no friti wacha in ma etike experience me bedu me chung me bedu la member me parliament e waji pressure tio ma diet kumbeti kadi bene jomo kene piago waji iwani gibi bolo kuki kan pressure kumbeti tio ma diet ke tiata kon kira no tio wor kere chuindano
Yes, pressure very much tutual because first of all, chalo in a candidate. Ka pay chair through phone maduong tutual your training. Political capacity building, matwer konyi kermitwer ka managing pressure on election day. So in only one, some of the candidates actually developing high blood pressure along the way. Mano campaigns are going on because remember, itika campaigning with a lot of pressure. Itika tamu jemi maduong cham kene chente pere nyo chente tie nyo iti neno maybe your campaign team petika team utin mabe. So in kene madano doko gang kanino ni in bene dok gangi then you don't sleep. So in the long run, two pressure mukene kama is as a result to failure me preparing in time. Can give folk ma for any folk etimero chungchale member of parliament. Meanwhile, Jom can be dream winding an objective mamega 2020 something amero chungchala member in parliament. Now, in such people, pressure peberutie. And kepenya how I handle my pressure as a candidate. One. On my I thank God ni unlock by political trainings and capacity building. No, I did it well right from the time I know for Latin Kwan in Makere University. So many organizations, Uganda and Africa was an international because I chair wa just as a candidate, there is a session mark Ifonya to handle yourself as a candidate. For instance, Emma has rejected you. As a candidate, what do you do? Are you going to reject yourself? No. And then that's Emma will say, oh, candidate anything. So now the challenge more ticket kumbeti Uganda and Africa wise. Pay what ticket enough time mentoring Lotela. Mentoring now that's why it transgresses on ground. You know, Emma, your money me campaign speech mati very hot. Mati liyerola.
Mano dialogue
no, and you by then let me tell you the truth, and that kind of politics part where politics money 1k Emma or what yera. I don't believe in that. Very well deal. Ko chair ka ko deal ngan matiki tactics mabe winning fairly. So in thank you. Enter one politician mapol to twale Uganda but I thank God for one thing. As I go back, Omoro constituency for your lesson because Kinemano wa chair to connect to part. I was making a statement about comparison Kiarua. From a journalistic point of view, I feel at least this election will be very peaceful. Political parties, with the circumstances of the election in Omoro, they are political parties like, for instance, no. They have learned a lesson. Because the poyo kiremala dit la nyuen noti daratali siato. Statement malo mema panu guloro ki siato kono pubere mabe. Now, it made Oulanyh kipati mameke ka changing tactics. Key political statements, Mao Mirgin get on ground.
Sarah,
yeah.
Amir kono kongwa lore lokom bino kachelo pa mbapia kongwa lore kom lore and Amir konda kwa chair kong wa lore doki pat la what mati and on ground kumbeti. Pa doko dugo daka ye kakeli iwa updates mati kakati. Pat itie kenyo ware mini wa manyane. Hello, Pat. Pat.
Withdraw.
Hello? Pat.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Mwamanya matiti me kamiti ye kumbeti ni.
Yes, ate mwinyi. Gimo kumbeli mafotie matiatipe watika neno ni ketika kelu megumo mwaganiti mobdit. I think one of the oldest people around ma anotio casting her vote. Ma wamiro neno ka waroma lok kwere nyu katika kero me lok we wa mwingo ke kome ma en wache wa odioko matin.
Duong wadano ma mwaka gino chera nyimbi tiki na gitika exercising civic right ge me bolo kui mapira tek patwal enoni so na mire kono ngwa kom kit me bieno kachelo togetherness pa opposition members mano karmo no ukate kere ni gen no mere gu fronting candidate achel no FDC ki joma kana ne gu ket la member achel wa ko PMK NRM ki beno wana ya ruju mo ni mu bedu kenga ken FDC we po candidate gi mo ne ma ke kidnap ki ngo itam eni ko bu yengo candidate aya better ba kan wa cher kan nen kan par ka dok wa dugi par they che ready
kui bolo kui odo
a boldo
i meti ngo mo time iri we ma be ni mo we ka bini bolo kui tien
anu tia gauninga
Gami.
gama agamuni queer ba arabina bolni a bolu mabere ul ba kon queer bed maber wat machil
okay mego tika wachi kuini miro word mabe beno miro tum maleng mano gin ma pere tek total mami itike mo gadi
ko tik mo na dong pa nge ba mo dong laaj ko nan nong ke tike di bundu pimi wiu
Ichi One TV udik matin mego wachi and we people mwagane ti di ene tie ket metieni an ki in boromo pimo mwagane ento ene bene birtie ki wachi tiu ko biro ke riago biro ki jemo kana matiano tiano mami ana foiba ini word mabe wan foyo bolokui afoyo furiti neno o One TV udik matin kun watika neno ngok ko matika time wachi down tika bolokui mapat inoni Jimmy tika lakke tungchiel tungirio wanero ngo matika time kun watika kelu live updates matika time ki I opit charging center mego ene beru ngadme gikemo beru ka bolokui madong tika chiaro wa ko wanen kita wa konyo ko mego tet mi konyo mego yo mi neno yo ke konyo don konda yo mi bolokui mego ke ile manok kenyo. So that is basically what is on.
Be avoid it while apart make kelu updates enone Sarah part in your iwa kita awan iuni ku itika bolekere mega madiet ena mo biano ka exercising civic right na ina ana kira video ti wati ne ena we people mo akane diet ena we people we makinyo ale kere apira tekni at least biano ka bolo kui ma joke ana lo tiana ma kunyo ni pegi mar bebena ge ngey ni kui kiti bole kwana pingo jim ena lo tiana ba kum kare pegi career interest so neno na met kala mega madiet te ka biano
be did he tell you tana pagene pavulu
food pair or papa ni pat eno ne
okay there is other part the first session kena mo introducing ma eno wajoni polling station ma chel ma eno chair ye dano no food pay go reporting for voting madam ken wayni food gi chair poro miero ka confirming to you ni the voting patterns me rural areas but key voting patterns me urban centers with us in the rural areas dano kong chair ke poro ka fu most of them are farmers and I give an example in Zombo there are around 6 to 7 sub counties like Zeu, Alangi, Kango, all those sub-counties, most of the polling stations, inoni Danam voters by then would go at around 10, 11, no good yagofu. Enter, but if civic education, kitimo mabe tutual, in such cases, I expect elections with the time to come. Umir la ko digin eno changing mindset padano ko changing because you know around cha biero no dano po in line to go for voting, and yet now it gives the piles too much work on the electoral commission and also threatens security around the area, crowding and everything. So that also needs to work out. Electoral commission needs to work out on basic civic education. When dano ngeni on voting day, ko mir ke we kong fu ko chiat kong
mir ke mar chai ko ibir ki line meri line
no chai get
line
chai yes Emma I agree with that chai get where matne ento jo magang wa ko ne an fuda ashi di podo chitungu ngora para kadonga chi wo koni abichi de sabora kini mishido ko de sabora no mo sawa beshido then sa ko clocking sa para shell ko mai tap ju fungu ibolo ngo kwir igam lo ko ya government shira ko da bol kwir so in that case is not it now case pa mego ma jo ma pol ma pere ki pakinge mo hangi it is understandable. For me, what is the most important part is ni enkangeo ni nyeti on the voter register and bene kimine gire cha me chara gire ka voting mono gire bene bet twal and in this election anati mero neno konkoni as part comes on mero ko mine wa kong his view about the young people, the youth. what is ngoma giti tamane about, because araneno in most of the polling sessions inoni vulu kong cham kene pegiti interested bene ka cher ka bolu kui one di wajoni jo en ka ku cher parliament wigi wilo
Sara wabi dugu enoni kache wacher kong yue kong ma nok kada kwa dugu mete Kenyamu lok matie katime kany ikip me bolo kui me Omoro ma tiana ni tieo maliet kong wacher kong yue manok kada kwa dugu.
Mana ye One TV. Ngejmati Kigalwang.
Omoro decides.
Mana ye One TV.